you guys possibly struggling with the new contest? Well, in today's video, I'll show you how you can easily win the new contest. And today's contest is 2v2 hot zone. So I have tried a lot of different comps and I found 5 different comps you guys can try. Yes, 5 different comps that are really good in this mode. Now, all of these comps are amazing, and honestly, like, even if you're not a good player with the comps, you can pretty much win a lot of your games in this contest. So, without wasting your time, let's get straight into this video. So, starting off with comp number 1, we have Eve and Juju. Now, this comp is kind of like a water-based comp, so 2 of these brawlers can go in water, but this is what makes the comp really good. Now, the main player of this comp will be Eve because she is going to be basically the defender and also the aggressor. So she will be defending and also attacking at the same time. So whoever is playing Eve on your team should have pretty good aim. Also, I will suggest the star power for Eve that shoots the most damage first. Basically, the star power reverses the order of her shooting. And I would honestly suggest that one, but you can honestly go with whatever star power you want. So with Juju is just amazing here because there are a lot of walls here. So she can just hide behind walls and just deal a lot of damage. Another thing is there is a big water area. And since there's a big water area, Juju can just go in the water and just basically attack them with her main attack. And what her main attack does is slows the enemy down by a lot. And honestly, it's just broken for this map because the water is so close to the middle of the map that you can guarantee hit your shots with the water ability, which will just slow down the enemies and basically you'll win really easily. But keep in mind, you do need good aim for Eve. Now, if you do not have Eve maxed out, don't worry, you can substitute Eve for Angelo, but honestly, I wouldn't do it because Eve can have so much area control with her super, especially now that she has such an overpowered hypercharge. She can just dominate the map and get a lot of area control. Now, if you want to switch Juju, you can switch Juju honestly with Larry and Lori because it's kind of going to be like the same thing, and Larry and Lori are also good, but the only difference is you won't have that water ability that can slow down enemies when you're in the water, and Larry and Lori cannot go in the water, so yeah. Alright, so now let's go to the next comp, and the next comp is Pearl and Charlie. Now, yes, you're probably surprised why these brawlers, like, they're so random. Now, honestly, when I was making this video, because every time I make these videos, I have to think of the comps myself, so I always try to think hard on what brawlers combinations can be good. Now, I was playing with a teammate, so he was also helping me pick comps, and he does have 90k trophies, and yeah, thank you so much for helping me out with this contest. But I wanted a comp that would have a long range brawler and also like kind of a tank brawler that also has long range. So me and the guy, we tried out Pearl and Charlie, and honestly, this comp is amazing. Now, Charlie in here is just really good. Now, I would only suggest Charlie if you do know how to play her. If you don't, then that can be a problem. But her having that gadget where she can just automatically put the spiders out and the spiders will just automatically track where your target is just gives you such a big advantage to just win 1v1s at the start of the round. Now, Pearl, if he goes on the left side and he has his gadget, you can easily just eliminate the brawlers on the left, and Charlie can eliminate the brawlers on the right. And this just gives you so much area control from the start, making Pearl so good. Now, you do need to watch out Pearl because you do need to watch out his heat bar and you need to see how much you're wasting. So you honestly don't want to just waste your shots with Pearl. Do keep them and save shots as much as possible and do not just waste them randomly. And if you are going to shoot, make sure you are going to hit your enemies. And also, I would suggest the +1 gear on Pearl. If you don't have it, don't worry, you don't really need it. But if you do, it's like a plus. Like honestly, Pearl's gadget for this mode is just so overpowering. Alright, so now let's go to the next comp. And the next comp is Frank and Gray. Now, every time in this contest, Frank has been usually really amazing for this mode. But this map is kind of more of a long range map. But if you do want to cheese this contest and you don't really want to play, what I'm basically saying, if you're not really good at the game and you want to win the matches, I would suggest going Frank plus Gray because honestly, this combo is really good. Now, Gray has his gadget, which allows him to just pull enemies, and basically usually the enemies are going to hide behind walls. so you can easily just break the walls if you need to. Now, Gray is going to play a really big role in this comp, so I would suggest someone going Gray that has an okay or pretty good aiming skills. Now, you need Gray to get his super as fast as possible, and then you want to place your super in a special location, basically like this. And when you place your super like that, you can travel from hot zone number 1 to hot zone number 2 really quickly. And basically what I mean by that is when Frank can travel really quickly to one zone to another, it doesn't give the enemy enough time to kill him or have the time reaction to just be able to kill him fully. Now, to add to that, people usually play long range brawlers here, so they won't be able to deal with high HP brawlers. What I mean is Frank has a lot of HP, and since they go long range brawlers, you can easily just dodge with Frank and avoid shots. Second of all, they won't be able to just deal enough damage. So if you do have the health gear on Frank, he can just heal up really quickly and they won't be able to do anything. Now, another thing is there are going to be a lot of Jujus being played on this map. So what I would suggest is with Gray's gadget, you kind of just want to break the walls so Frank can easily just attack where the water is, so Juju cannot be just standing behind the wall and trying to kill the Frank. Now, another thing is, what I will suggest is if there is a Juju on the enemy team, you want Frank to get his super and then just break the whole wall where the water is. And when Frank does that, it allows him to shoot where the water is, basically not allowing Juju to have any control, and Juju is not going to do shit on that map. Now, let's go to the next comp. And the next comp is Gail plus Ems. Now, Ems is actually so broken for this map, and I'll tell you why. The reason Ems is so broken for this map is because if you take the left lane for Ems, she can have just so much control of the map, and when you do kill the enemy on the left side, you can easily just continue pressuring. Also, if M stands where the water is and just shoots, her attack reaches the whole zone. So M just has so much control on this map, it's crazy. Now, Gale is just there kind of if you don't know how to land your shots, so he can be pretty good there. Also, he's just pretty good in general, so you cannot go wrong with Gale and Ems. Honestly, Ems is going to be the MVP here if you do play her right. If you do play her right, she's just amazing and broken. And Gale is just there for support, basically, what I'm trying to say. And yeah. Alright, so now let's go to the last and final comp. Now, the last and final comp is Chester plus Stu. Now, honestly, this comp is also really good. I kind of wanted to make a more free-to-play comp, so I made this one, which is Chester and Stu, which I did play on my mini account. Now, Stu is just amazing because of his dashing abilities and how easy he can get his super. So when he gets his super, he can just easily just dash away or come back into battle really quickly. Now, I will suggest the healing star power for Stu because it is much better for this map, especially if you can heal up really quickly and just enter the fight again. Now, Chester is like kind of like Pearl. He can deal a lot of damage up close and far. So he's just amazing on this map, and I will suggest Chester for defense and to play aggressive. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Now, if you did enjoy this video, consider leaving a like and subscribing. I am so close to 5k subscribers, and I just appreciate so much, guys. Like, it's actually unbelievable how far I have gotten with YouTube, and I'm going to try to apply to the Supercell program when I do hit 5k subscribers. So if I do get accepted, I will be giving away skins, probably on my Discord and much more. So yeah, have a good day and bye bye.